Hello YouTubers. The question today I would like to ask is this radio a modern classic? I personally feel it is, just on looks alone. It's got a great design aesthetic. But anyway, the radio in question is the Alba, that's the TRD AB 2820 digital audio band radio with FM. Originally it was made in about sort of 2004, 2005. You could buy it from places like Boots. I personally picked this one up from the post office and I paid about £29 for it, so the price did actually range from sort of £29 up to £50 for a budget radio, which was a good price. Like I say, I got this for £29, so I wasn't complaining. I thought it was excellent value. The build quality and design are very solid. It's very solid plastic. What it's like inside, I couldn't actually say because I haven't actually opened it up. I don't like tinkering around inside with electrical goods. I'm not experienced enough for that. But this one hasn't broken down. It's still in use, you know, a good 12 years later. Which brings us back to the other question. Is this now an old radio? Which I guess it is. It's not vintage, although in some people's eyes it might qualify as vintage. But I just love the whole look of it. It's kind of got a 60s space age aesthetic to it going on there. You know, it's pretty compact as well. It's got a nice chrome aerial, telescopic aerial there, which comes out. I'll briefly show you. Just pulls out there all the way along. And back, and that sits nestled nicely in the top. It clicks into place. You've also got a nice little carrying handle which folds into the back into place there. It came in two colours, this kind of cream or white and grey, and I believe it also came in a pink colour as well. When you turn it on, it scans no problem. It just scans for the relevant station. You find the one you want, then you can preset your favourite stations. You've got 10 presets. Some people find these buttons a little bit small, from what I've heard. To me, I just love the whole fascia of this. It's not uncluttered. It's a very clean design. So there's your volume control there. Your minus and your positive there. Your display button, next station, the select, that's your digital audio band or your FM. Back button, that's the menu. There's the scan button, which you can scroll for the stations, your shift button, and then there's your preset stations here. It's 1 to 6, 2 to 7, 3 to 8, 4 to 9, 5 to 10, so on. So you've got about 20 plus stations that this thing can pick up to 30, some people say. So obviously it depends on where you live and the strength of the signal, which brings us to another point, you know. it's where you live as to the reception that you get with it. But what I've found out with this, that once it locks onto the signal, it tends to stay on it, and it stays on there, it rides it out, and doesn't seem to deviate or give you lots of nasty hissing noises. Some people have complained about noise from this radio. I personally haven't had any. Yeah, so the sound quality is good. Nothing special to expect for that money. You know, it's a budget radio of the day. It was. It's not tinny. It's not really warm. It's just a kind of good average sound. I mean, you've also at the back. You've got a line in, line out, so you can plug it into an external hi-fi or something like that. There's your mains for the mains lead, your AC lead there. Underneath you've got your battery hatch, so this takes batteries as well as mains, which is good if you're travelling around. And the other thing, if you're travelling around, is once you've found your preset stations and locked them on, it seems to memorise them, and they stay in there when you switch the radio back on again, which is very handy. So yeah, it's a solid plastic style. You know, I personally love it. I love the look of it. I think it is a modern classic. Well, it'd be interesting to hear what other people have got to say. They might think, you know, quite the opposite, but for me, that's definitely got the modern classic. Like I say, that kind of classic 60s look about it, or the good design aspect of 60s design. It wasn't all good back then. So I'll quickly give you a quick rundown again. So you've got FM reception, you've got your digital audio band display, plus your scrolling text. You know, you've got your auto tune. There's where the digital display goes up here. Your telescopic chrome aerial with its carrying handle. You know, your 10 digital audio band stations plus your 10 FM radio stations in its memory, which, you know, you can get instant recall on. And that's basically it. So, thanks for listening to this ramble on this modern classic, and be interesting on any feedback if you have any. Thanks for listening.